WOAT-A-MAKER, J.U.Y.S here, Texas here, Edge is here. It's episode 390. It's April 22nd, 2026. So let's be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Jelly Bean Day.
Shout out. Yes, except
Shout out
for
Bean
black jelly beans. They need to be thrown in the trash and removed from the jelly bean lineup forever.
Why are you still eating jelly beans?
I'm not.
I haven't had jelly beans in 20 years.
Hey, kudos to Starburst jelly beans because they don't even have the black licorice ones, I don't think. That's why they're the GOAT.
They have purple.
That's fine. Purple's fine. That purple stuff.
That purple drink.
Look, this is a big show because Tex thinks the Penguins are back. They're on the verge. We're currently watching the Flyers-Penguins game. 3-2. J-Bob's about to drink his protein shake. I could see his jaw, his chin all folded up underneath his upper jaw.
I told you, dude. He starts to do this right here. You guys, if he starts looking at him, he does this right here. He's coming.
Well, no, he turned his head sideways, so I literally saw his chin go straight back under his upper jaw. I tell he was holding it in there.
I made the mistake. I made it and then went and showered, so it curdled up a little bit.
Oh, what did you put in there? Hot milk? What are you, a cat?
No, it wasn't hot milk. Regular milk. It probably sat for 10 minutes.
Cottage cheese.
Milk can't sit for 10 minutes.
What do you mean it can't sit? Put it in the fridge.
This is not 1842. It could sit for longer than 10 minutes.
Is that raw milk?
Is it 100 degrees in your house?
Yeah. Nut milk.
Holy cow, dude. Nut milk. How's it curdle? What'd you mix it with?
Protein.
Coca-Cola?
Protein and milk. Super set.
You stir it with a spoon, you get a frother, like an adult. Spoon or frother.
I put it in a blender. What's a frother?
Okay.
It's a lazy guy spoon. Is all it is.
David Lee froth over here.
Yeah. Shaken, not stirred.
Oh, man. Who's that? David Schwimmer? Froth from Friends?
Yeah.
What are you, Mike Tyson?
What channel is the game on?
It is
TNT.
on TNT.
They can't keep doing this to me.
I know.
The other ones are on TBS.
Look,
and ESPN needs to make up their damn mind. They
King.
They bought the rights. They air all the hockey games. I mean, last night there was a hockey game on ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN the U. But if you get on the ESPN app, there's not one single headline, not one single thing about NHL. It's all NBA. I'm like, you lost those rights. You lost those rights.
Well,
the headlines, put on the highlights on your app of what's on your station.
They put out a big tweet. I don't know if I put it in the show or not, but it's the most. Hold on, I think I got it right here. I can read it at least for the NHL. ESPN opened the first weekend of the 2026 Stanley Cup Playoffs action with the 3 most watched first-round games on cable ever, excluding Game 7s. Well, you can't exclude Game 7s. Why would you do that? Through 5 games, NHL and ESPN is averaging 1.6 million viewers, up 141% year over year.
There you go.
So,
what's that compared to the NBA ratings?
I don't know. The NBA said that they had 100 gazillion. I don't know. It's all these places care about is the ratings and the views. That's it.
Well, that's what gets the ads.
See, and I'm staying with revenue. Shout out us for staying on top of this. That they shortened the draft. You know what they did? They lengthened the post game show, so we get 8 hours of all those jabronis talking about the draft. The draft gets cut short, so the actual stuff we want to see loses time. And then the after show they're going to do is even longer. So they want us to think that we want to see their talent. We don't care. I don't care how many commercials Marty Smith writes or that one guy who does all the SEC stuff. Dude, that guy during the freaking Masters, every time I went to commercial break, you know what? The Masters means blah, 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 blah. I remember there was a time when ice cream melted on the pavement in a distance.
Right, Thompson?
Every flipping time, dude. You go to commercial break, he's writing a freaking, Ed Ground.
Who's that hottie walking in the background of Texas screen?
Yeah.
Tell Be Nasty what's she cooking back there right now?
Mm-hmm. Was it a Power Crunch protein bar?
Anything.
I hate my protein.
Was it a protein shake frothed.
White Russian.
Getting a frother out.
Froth me a shake, babe.
Right.
Extra frothy.
Hockey's back. Hockey's back.
Right.
Drake is the GOAT. What do you mean, Drake the GOAT? You mean the dude? He made a big
What?
ice block center. We got Tyshawn. He's here. 6'7's up in the building. Sophia. But okay. So it's National Jelly Bean Day. It's Draft Day, boys. Tex, J.Vi, both your teams in the NHL playoffs. Just give us a little how we feeling right now. Oh, this one's over.
Oh, you're about 20 seconds ahead of me.
Sorry.
Sorry. Well, dude, thanks. Thanks for ruining it.
Sorry. I didn't say which way, though.
They still haven't scored on my screen.
Nope. Oh, no, they just now scored.
Tex, give us your look. You're a Penguins fan. J.Vi's a Sabres fan. We'll give you the floor right now. How you feeling?
I feel like we're about to rip off 4 in a row. That's what I feel like.
No.
I'm disgusted by this game. Yes.
Lack of back check. Third one in a row like this.
Lack of back check.
Oh wow! He brought it all the way. He had time to eat. He had time to froth his protein shake in front of the goal right there, in front of the net.
Hands are about to get swept.
Yeah,
dude. Are you thinking sweep?
Bring the brooms. Bringing the brooms in Philly.
That's right. Bring your frothers. You can blow the dust off with that thing. Get them out. Text. Tell me. Come on.
Stick on stick right there. Jeez.
Jeez.
I'm feeling good. Four game win streak right now.
Have they 4-game win streak? Have the Penguins had a 4-game win streak this year?
They have.
Are they playing against Air?
Had a 4-game win streak this season. Let me look. Yes, they extended their winning streak to 5 games in April 2026. They had a strong finish.
That's how they got in the offs.
That's yeah, they had a 5-game winning streak late in the season. So
that and they have a weak division.
But they also had an 8-game losing
right here.
Huh. Well, we got third period empty net goal or empty net hockey coming up. So, J.Vi, where are you at after the Sabres lost? Texas is speechless because his team's getting their teeth kicked in.
Well, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of this because I know you're about to come in with some absolute nonsense garbage. But I'm going to football our hockey.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to tell you that Josh Allen is back.
No.
And here's why I'm going to tell you he's back.
Nope.
Because he went in there, he banged the drum, and then he pulled out everywhere. He did not spew it out.
He spit out half of it, dude.
He did not. That's a lie. You know that. Watch that video. He chugs it as fast as any one of us could chug it, and a little bit came out at the end. The only thing negative I'll have to say about it is the fact that it was a Corona. He's in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, well, you want him at La Bats?
Close to Canada.
Got to.
Yeah, he has to. The only problem with it was a Corona. But this is why he's back, because for the past year and a half, he's been worried about his image. He's in all these commercials. He's getting married. He's having a baby. Now he's chugging beers. He's back.
I'm watching the video right now.
Back, and you know it.
Oh, it's dribbling all over. It's dribbling all over.
Because he extends it at the end. Because he extends it.
Does anybody else want to judge this with me? Can we go to the tape?
Let's see it.
Let's go to
the screen.
I'm gonna put it on the screen. Hold on, let me put it on the screen.
He extends it at the end.
I wasn't gonna do this, but you brought it up. I wasn't gonna do this
because I'm getting ahead of it. Because you're gonna put some nonsense out there.
I wasn't gonna.
I would like to see you chug a beer as fast as Josh Allen chugged that beer.
I'm going to report the news as such, the sports news as such. Okay,
let's
here we go.
See you chug a beer.
Do we got a timer on that?
Here we go. All right, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, you can't see it on the podcast. He bangs the drum like 3 times with a lip wrist.
Pulls it out of his back pocket.
Pulls a Corona, tall, skinny can. Down the hatchet, spilling it everywhere, and then all of a sudden,
not spill.
Explosion of beer all over the place.
He pulls it out.
Nope.
He pulls it out.
Nope.
That ain't a bad chug, dude.
That's not a bad chug, dude. Hey,
told you. Not a bad chug.
Told you.
It's
ahead of it.
It's everywhere.
But back to hockey.
And probably he's like, this is all fun. I'm done with this.
Back to hockey, though.
I'm Josh Allen.
Worst.
I'm not worried about that game. We looked sloppy last night, and we don't have a goalie right now.
Controversy.
I mean,
controversy.
Well, we've rotated
that goal
goals.
He let up from from center ice.
Yeah, that second goal was terrible. But we've rotated goalies all year long. So, number 34, what is Lyons? Alex Lyons, I think his name. Yeah, he got it came in
season a couple years ago.
Yeah, he was playing every other game for us all season. He got a little banged up at the end of the season, so UPL played towards the end, but UPL I don't think is used to playing like that. So, and the players are used to the goalie rotating. And I know you got to have a goalie to win the Stanley Cup.
I'm just saying,
and Swayman's playing on his head right now.
You could potentially play 28 games in a row to win the Stanley Cup.
But I'm not worried about it. We won the hardest division in hockey. We had 5 teams make it to the playoffs. We're going to come out.
You sound like the SEC commissioner right now.
I'm not worried about it.
Pretty soon you're going to be like the Atlantic Division won the Stanley Cup.
And look, after the emotional high of Game 1, I mean, Game 1 was the greatest game in Sabres history in the past 14 years. And after the emotional high of that game, you got to expect a letdown. So look, we got it out of our systems. We're going to come back tomorrow night, re-energize, draft night. Sabres are going to win. Leads right into the Bills pick. I have no idea who the Bills are going to pick because I haven't had social media, so I haven't been following it that much. But it's going to work out perfect. Game's going to end. Sabres win. Bills pick. Then I go to bed at 10:30.
Bills trade their pick to the Chiefs. Chiefs have 3 first-rounders.
I'll go to sleep if they trade their pick. I will not stay up till the 32nd pick.
By the way, Tex, I'm absolutely disgusted. I've been for 20 years now. I've been watching Sidney Crosby play hockey, being like, this guy is a wuss. He's a mush. He's flailing and doing all kinds of nonsense all over the ice, getting all the calls. And tonight, it all came to a head, dude, because that little embellishment that he had versus the Flyers, embarrassing.
In a rivalry
didn't even touch him. Didn't even touch him, and he was flailing around like LeBron James.
In a rivalry game.
I sent the video. There's video proof of him embellishing, and he got caught on it. So actually, and also hilarious scene from this game against the Flyers is the penalty boxes in this game. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, clown car penalty box is great.
Jam packed.
I mean, that's how the Sabres game was last night.
I have a picture.
Standing room only.
Yeah.
Tage Thompson didn't even go to the penalty box. He just went to the locker room, and then they scored 2. Then they scored 2 goals, and he came back out and got in the box.
They should have sent him back.
They got in the box.
They should have sent him back, dude. So on the show, we're going to talk, obviously, hockey. We pretty much talked all the hockey we're going to talk.
Yeah, let's talk about what the Rangers are doing.
Rangers are waiting.
Sitting at home. They're in Aruba, Cancun.
Yeah.
Rangers are waiting.
No, they're not. Waiting on what?
They're waiting, dude, for the draft.
Next year. Waiting on next year.
The draft.
AK's talking about this embellishment, flopping on the ice, all this stuff.
It is hilarious that I watched Panarin finally score playoff goals for the LA Kings after watching him do nothing for years in the playoffs for the Rangers.
West has some good series.
Oh man,
who did you bet in this game?
I haven't bet anybody yet. I have not submitted my pick yet of what I'm going to do.
Stars already scored.
I'll tell you this right now. Your boy is cleaning up in these live game bets. I get a feel for the game, and I'm like, there's no way. I knew the Sabres were going to cover plus 2.5 last night. There was no way in hell they weren't. Cash it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to talk NHL. We're going to talk, 3 minutes of NBA. 3 minutes of NBA. It's my favorite segment. We got NFL draft. Okay. There you go. Oh, he said, TJ says reason Buffalo isn't a bigger town. Bunch of bandwagon fans up there, dude.
This is true.
Bandwagon fans. Is Buffalo a football or a hockey town? That's the question.
Right now, it's hockey town. They switch.
Okay.
Ride the wave.
They seem to be more excited about hockey.
Well, now, this is the first time they've been in the playoffs in 14 years.
Well, and then the Bills show up and they lose. They need to keep the Bills out. This is not about the Bills, dude. Get him out. Josh Allen could show up there with his new image, whatever. But he's got to, you can't, this is not about the Bills. You can show support. Don't go in the stadium.
J-Vi.
I like Josh Allen.
We got this guy talking about playoff hockey.
He wants to come in here and start shit because his teams aren't in the playoffs.
He's not in.
I'm not starting anything.
What's Brock Purdy doing?
He's not in.
I got Brock Purdy's
on his farm. On his farm, picking peanuts.
Yeah, on his farm,
saving America, dude.
Yeah.
You hear that, Edge?
He didn't grow peanuts.
I also
he grills his peanuts.
I said he doesn't grow peanuts.
He grills his peanuts.
T-Bird eat those things grilled, smoked, whatever. Just eat them like eat them like a Slim Jim. Okay, at howdy.hat. We're going to talk NFL draft. We got all kinds of stuff. Stay tuned. At howdy.hat study and see. We're all wearing them, except for Tex. She makes them. Go follow her on Instagram. The hats are beautiful. I still have not heard from the person who won the NCAA. I wanted to ask everybody this. I saw this on my screen, and I was like, and then I had the conversation at work, like I often do. And there's a selection here. What do you need to fall when or what do you need on when you fall asleep? Okay. The fan, the light, the TV, the radio, or nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
You both are nothing.
Agree.
Yeah.
By the time my head hits the pillow, I'm out. Unless it's above 73 degrees, then I need a fan on.
What? You go box fan or you go top ceiling fan?
Ceiling fan.
The box fan used to be.
That was the ticket back in the day.
The box fan was a sound machine before sound machines were invented.
You know what you used to do with the box fan? You put a bucket of ice water behind it. That's what you do. That's how you cheat code that thing. You know, that cold air that's coming off the water right onto you.
Dude, I have flashbacks. Like we were in some country, I don't remember where we're at. It was like a 20-man tent, you know, and like cots all by each other, and they would set up box fans in front, and the amount of like man sweat just foaming through that tent with all those fans going, just make you just want to vomit.
Ugh. I'm trying to drink my drink. Sounds like G.U.Y.S protein shake.
Yeah,
right. I already finished
it. Can't wait. I'm a fan on, TV on. That's how I like to sleep. Give me a fan.
Your brain doesn't go to sleep, and if you have all that on,
don't tell me what my brain does, dude.
I'm telling you, you don't.
That's why he sleeps till noon.
J-Bot, you answer the question.
It is why he sleeps till noon.
Yeah, because I'm in deep sleep. Y'all are over here sleeping with nothing on.
I used to be a nothing. Like when I was ready to go to bed, I'd just lay down, my eyes would shut, and I'd be asleep in no time. Nowadays, because of our kids, like I can't sleep without a sound machine. I'll go to the hotel. Like if I leave the house and go to the hotel and I'm just laying there and it's completely silence, I can like hear my thoughts. Like they're so loud and I just can't go to sleep. So like I have to have a sound machine. I usually like the fan at the house. Wife sleeps with the fan on. So, but there's not fans in hotel rooms. So I'm not like necessarily have to have that.
I gotta have a fan and a TV. I don't sleep with a TV on anymore because that ended whenever whenever my wife and I got married. She's like, "You're not sleeping with that on." Okay, so we set it on the fan. So sometimes I still do fall asleep on the couch with the TV.
Who sleeps with a radio? What is this? 1945?
Dude, I had a guy tell me today he sleeps with one of his AirPods in.
What?
No way.
One of his ear.
Yeah. He must be from California over there at the power plant.
If your name isn't Jim Kelly or Thurman Thomas, no such thing as football. Boom. Dude, I remember going to Buffalo and Matt played there. Great story. What Jim Kelly and Bruce Smith named him in Buffalo. We got to hear that story.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I go every year.
Start the clock, boys. 3 minutes of NBA. We don't really watch any. So if you're coming here for NBA talk, you need to just move on because we watch slim to none NBA. I do have the games on whenever I'm sitting there at night because I have 3 TVs in the living room and I love to just have sports on everywhere. But all I know is they thought that some of these series were over, but they're not. Like the 76ers beat the Celtics, which is kind of an upset. The Hawks beat the Knicks because the Knicks blew a lead, and the Lakers and LeBron are back. And then Wembanyama got hurt. So
that's my question: is who are the stars? You know, I feel like the NBA is lacking stars.
Yeah, there you
like,
go.
I know you got what's his name for the Timberwolves? See, I can't even say his name.
And Edwards.
Yeah,
and Edwards.
And Edwards from the Timberwolves. Like, I know he's a star, and he can take over a game, but like, there's not like guys that like back in the day when NBA was big when we were growing up. Like, you had guys that would just take over the game.
Literally was unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean Kobe, D-Wade,
I don't think
Clyde
any of these guys have that
Drexler
dog
for
in him.
Portland when he used to go up against MJ. I mean, Dominique Wilkins. Like, you had guys that would take over the game. You had stars, and I feel like the NBA is lacking those stars. I mean, like, I know Devin Booker plays for the Suns, but I don't know. It's just they're just maybe they're quiet stars, if that's a way to phrase them.
Dude, you have to be careful.
SGA, I know SGA is really good, but like, he's not like a star.
They're also worried about their image. Like, they have to dress perfectly because they're afraid somebody's going to make fun of them on social media. So they say nothing and do nothing. So they don't have that dog in them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it looks like, I mean, they're all, that kind of at least makes it fun. It looks like the Pistons are going to win too after they got beat by the Magic. So
it's all 1-1.
Except for the Lakers and the Rockets and the Cavaliers and the Raptors. And the Cavaliers have beaten the Raptors like 13 straight times. So, dude, don't fight after the game, buddy. Don't fight after the game. That's Martone. That's the rookie guy for Philly. Don't fight after the game, dude. You lost. They got the Penguins all up in there. They got their wires crossed. They're all scrambled up, dude. Fighting after the whistle. You guys stink. Stink.
You had 60 minutes to get
the Rangers
That's right.
stink. The Rangers stink.
We
got 4 more games.
The Rangers have won just as many playoff games as the Penguins in this series.
We got 4 more games. They haven't scored as many playoff goals though.
Okay, great. What's that gotten you?
Doesn't matter.
Nothing.
Rangers got 0.
You haven't had
Rangers
a playoff win in 10 years, buddy. 10 years. I got a graphic.
Make any sense. We won the cup in 2017.
Okay. I got a graphic.
That would be 10 years.
That would be, it's 2026, bud. That's 9.
Did you just buy him?
How about him, bro?
Come on, Scrooge McDuck. By humbug.
It counts as the 16 season, 16-17 season.
Thank you. 16 into 17.
Okay, so this is 25-26 season. Like, that still doesn't make any sense what you're saying.
Come on, Socrates.
There's a 6 in both of them.
6-7?
6-7.
Anyway, this is the only other news I had for the NBA is that the Blazers, the Portland Trailblazers owner apparently sucks. He also owns the Hurricanes, which is kind of weird. The Carolina Hurricanes. So he had the staff requiring to check out of hotels by 12:30 to avoid late fees. Team masseuse was denied a room for the pregame treatment. Two-way players weren't allowed to travel for the playoff games, and the T-shirts for fans at Game 3 were canceled. Dude, this guy bought a team and just canceled everything.
Damn. Cut and
He
call.
What
does
do they
realize
supposed to do from 12:30 till 7:30 at night.
Apparently, there was a picture of them just sitting in the lobby at a hotel.
Well, you gotta wonder,
I also thought the NBA made a rule that they weren't allowed to travel after games anymore. So, like, they had to stay the night.
They don't listen to any of their rules, dude. They just make up rules to sound like they're doing something, and then they just do whatever they want. Also, the Knicks blew a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter, tying the largest fourth quarter blown lead in franchise postseason history. That was whenever the Reggie Miller thing, the choke game. So there you go. That was 3 minutes of NBA. Good for us. And Wembanyama being hurt sucks because he always gets hurt. He's just frail, dude. It is what it is.
Yeah, he's like 8 feet tall, 125 pounds.
Okay. Hockey talk.
Freak athlete when he's healthy, though. Freak athlete.
Yes. It's ridiculous to watch. Carolina, the Hurricanes, in overtime, in an absolutely wild game. That game was fun to watch. Double overtime. They beat the Senators to go up 2-0, and the fans left when they thought the overtime goal was scored. Turns out they were offsides. Then Martinook got a penalty shot. He missed that, and then he scored the game winner. But it was a bad.
How far did they go back to review? Like, I was watching that in my bed on my phone with no sound because people were asleep. And I was like, oh, I could understand that they were reviewing the offsides. I could tell that. But then they go back to review that hooking call. And I'm like, can you just review the whole game in one?
You have to wait until the next whistle. Like they'll review the call when the next whistle happens. Like there can be a penalty or something go on and there's no whistle for like 5 minutes. They have to wait.
That's
and then once
insane.
the whistle blows, boom, they can, once there's a stoppage.
There's got to be a statute of limitations on it.
But they went back and that dude, he ended up scoring the game winner too late in the second overtime. He had a bad celebration too, but the Canes are a wagon. That series has been fun though. Yeah. Anderson had a 6 save in that game too. So what was the next one? The Wild and the Stars are actually playing right now. So this game's fun. Stars after gotten absolutely smoked. They came back and won that game. Ducks and Oilers, that game was fun to watch. The Oilers won, scored late, I think. Canadian Lightning has been an absolute barn. It's just been a bar fight. They've been in overtime both games. It's incredible. That was fun. The Lightning tied it late, and then they won it in overtime. Bruins Sabres, we already talked about that game. We'll talk about it here in just a minute. Mammoth and Golden Ice. Mammoth get their first ever playoff win. That game was fun to watch. And then the Avalanche beat the Kings to go up 2-0. And then we just saw what happened with the Flyers and Penguins. Anything else about the hockey stuff?
I can't stand the power play entry where they all line up and they pass it backwards to the one guy who's like, this is not arena football. I can't stand that entry to get into the zone on the power play. It's like most teams are doing it. Like one guy skates it up the ice. 2 guys are standing at the blue line. And then that one guy passes it all the way back to another guy, and he stands at the blue line, and that guy's running full speed into the zone. I mean, it literally looks like a arena football play where the guy's running.
They just take off in vertical motion.
Yeah.
Man, that was a gritty win by Utah. That place is gonna be fun to watch a game at, just like Winnipeg was.
They'll go all white.
Dude, the Kings, man, I was so mad at freaking Panarin. Like, that was so infuriating watching him skate all over the place. The freaking Kings, dude, they got Kopitar, but Panarin, Kempe, Doughty, like they've got like the 2007 All-Star team. It's hilarious. But all right. Any other hockey talk? You just can't let that goal in if you're the goalie from the Sabres. Can't let that happen.
That was terrible.
So
I mean, the first one wasn't great either.
I just love the hockey playoffs because there's been 2 or 3 overtime games in all the game 2s, and it's just everybody starting to fight each other and they hate each other.
Yeah.
Like here's a picture from last night's game. The Canadiens, they had 4 guys in the box. The Lightning had 4 guys in the box. The Bruins had 4 guys in the box. The Sabres was like 6 dudes in there. Tonight there was 6 dudes apiece. I mean, this is.
Yeah, I mean, and there were guys in the locker room because they couldn't fit in there, and they thought the game was over, so they just went to the locker room.
Unbelievable, dude. It's incredible. I freaking love it. There he is, dude. Josh Allen beating the drum, chugging the beer. We showed the video. It took the Sabres 1 playoff game to tie the Bills and Josh Allen for comeback wins in the playoffs. Sabres third period comebacks in the 2026 playoffs, 1. Josh Allen career fourth quarter playoff comebacks, 1.
Hey, so they're from the same town, same city. 1
I'm
Buffalo.
Saying,
There's shirts, dude. Print the shirts. 1 Buffalo.
You hockey is superstitious. You cannot have him go in there.
His Tage Thompson, Josh Allen.
Chug the beer, and then they lose. Not only lose, they were down 4-0. They got to tell him, hey, we love you. You're a
Who
great
should
quarterback.
chug it next game?
You can't. Hey, drink something else. Drink a 4 Loko.
Dolls?
Drink a 4 Loko. Tex, what do you think?
It wasn't. It was the Corona. It's Corona's fault. Corona's not even the #1 Mexican beer anymore.
It's Modelo, baby.
I think if he changes jerseys, he's good. Changing jerseys is good.
Right, he was wearing the that jersey is sick though, but he's wearing the Alex Tuck jersey with the mean red and white saber face on it.
Charging saber.
But Buffalo hasn't made the playoffs since 2011. They were the largest market for the 2026 Olympic gold medal game.
Yep, Hockey Town.
Yep. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24 Stanley Cup Finals. They were the largest local viewership from a neutral market. Crazy. Game 1 tickets this year were $464 on average in Buffalo, most of any team in the NHL. Projected as the largest U.S. market for the 2026 regular season.
You know what was crazy is when we were down 4-0, that it was still packed. Like our fans, we believed that we were going to come back and still win that game.
In 14 years, you don't know when you're going to get another home game.
Well, also, I bet you those guys are thinking we paid $900 for these tickets. We're staying for the whole thing.
Yes. Also, shout out
$900 tickets.
Shout out to the Blades gang. They call themselves the Fifth Line. These are the dudes that run around before the game, just skating all over Buffalo.
Yes,
in their rollerblades. They've got like crash dummies and stuff that they just beat up before the game. It's pretty funny.
Full uniform.
So good stuff by them. Here you go, Tex, for some no context Pittsburgh on Twitter. The Penguins' last playoff win was in the first round of 2018. The Steelers' last playoff win was AFC divisional round in 2016, and the Pirates' was 2013 wild card game. Pittsburgh, not a playoff city. Can we agree?
Done.
Last decade was theirs.
Well, Mike Tomlin, is the curse of Mike Tomlin been lifted? Apparently not.
I mean, Tomlin, Crosby, Malkin, McCutcheons. I mean, all those guys are old.
It was funny to watch.
New talent.
It was funny to watch that
back with the Pirates.
Do what?
He was last year.
He was, yeah. He did come back to the Pirates. It was funny to watch that Martone guy face wash Malkin. That was hilarious. I was like, wow, that's like a 20-year difference. Like Malkin's twice as old as him.
Mm-hmm.
Also, look at Sidney Crosby's jockstrap, dude. They made this guy have the locker room right beside him. And that thing, dude, what is that? That looks like something from Saw, the movie.
No, it's got the garters on it, dude, where you like snap your socks into it.
It looks like something that you.
The first cup that I wore had something like that too. It like it has little dangles there. You see them?
Tape?
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about.
That athletic tape?
Look at how old that thing is.
Dude, this thing is.
That looks like a breathing mask, like that comes down from the plane when it's like you need oxygen.
It's probably been all taped up.
Look at this kid's face; it's right beside it. Like this kid's got to be 20 years old. You know what I mean?
You know that thing stinks too.
Dude, are you kidding me? Look at that.
Like that. It's kind of small.
Yeah, I mean, what are we trying to say here?
Canadian.
That poor kid. This is something I had from the Hurricanes game. That was only the 5th penalty shot in overtime in Stanley Cup playoff history. Teams are now 0-5. How about that? Whenever they shoot a penalty shot. So the person who scores a penalty shot next in overtime in the hockey playoffs, history. Anything else on the NHL?
The Stars are running away with this one.
Yeah, the Stars are. Well, now's the time to bet Minnesota, plus probably 2.5. We'll have to look that up. Anything else on hockey? Where are we at? Are you series over? How many? Who wins? Tex. Penguins in 7.
It's Penguins in 7.
J-Vi, what do you think? Sabres?
Yes, Sabres in 6.
Sabres in 5. Ooh, I was saying 5.
Edge, what do you think?
Pins are done.
Thank you. Pins are
Ducks are wearing their orange jerseys tonight.
Those are the coolest unis in sports.
Is it worse to get swept 4-0 than to even have made the playoffs at all?
It's just proof that you don't.
If you get swept 4-0, does that mean you shouldn't even been there?
Yeah, you should. The committee should never have put Pittsburgh in. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't make any sense. Because
I think every league should go to more teams in the playoffs, 1-game series until the finals, and then you have the 2 best teams play 5 games.
You just want more March Madness
like
brackets. I would love to make a bracket for that every season. That'd be sweet. I love filling out brackets. He said, "Beam, of course, I get our jock straps all bunched up now." You can't with that thing. I mean, it looks like looks like abstract art hanging up there. Thing's ridiculous. Godzilla used to be a lizard too, both in that was Pitt's playoff city. They have that in common. I like that, TJ. Okay, let's talk some football. What do you say? Everybody,
let's.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's football time. We're going to do the second half of our installment of the NFL draft team needs. Our version, not everybody else who's like, "Hey, Peter Schrager here. Don't ruin the draft, guys. Come on. I know I make a living off of trying to get scoops first and putting them out to everybody and ruining everything for everybody else. But hey, let's all work together tomorrow night. And because I don't have a better option to know who's going to pick what before you do, you can't be telling people what's going on. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Makes me so mad that they're all like, yeah, don't ruin it for everybody, guys, when all of them race to the internet to say they have the scoop first. And then they do shows trying to predict what's going to happen, get us to listen and watch those shows, so it ruins it for us anyways. So what's it matter?
You know what would cut down on that?
What?
Shorter time between each pick.
Yep, 30-second rounds.
It would
30-second rounds.
They wouldn't have time. Has an app that ruins football games.
They wouldn't have time to tweet out everything. It's
nobody would be able to keep up with that.
Saquon Barkley just had a long run. Wait, really? When? Oh, 5 seconds from now? Great. That's awesome. They don't seem. Peter Schrager doesn't seem to give a rip about that. Get out of here, dude.
Make them 5-minute rounds. Be in bed by 9:45. That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah,
dude. I don't have the video for this. It was Fernando Mendoza got to throw out the first pitch before the Marlins game because he's a Miami dude. Buddy, look where this guy's looking. That thing is up in the Miami skyline. Are you kidding me? You can't do that. You got to be able to rip one in there. If you're the number 1 draft pick in the quarterback, you've got to be able to absolutely rip a fastball right down Broadway there.
And they should turn the gun on too and clock it.
He might just be one of those dudes who just never played much baseball.
Okay.
That doesn't matter, dude. You got plenty of time to warm up. You know you're going to do that.
I mean, come on. You're the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. You knew this was going to happen.
There's no multi-sport athletes anymore, dude. They're all one sport manufactured machines.
They're all out there. They're out there.
I'm going to make a guarantee for somebody who's in charge of coordinating first pitches. Let me get on the bump, dude. I will get up there and rip one 65 miles an hour or more right down the pipe.
65.
65.
No, he's not. He's
about
not
how fast Josh Allen's beer was going down his throat.
Yeah, and it was even faster, double that when it came back up. Dude, you don't think I could touch 65?
No.
If I try to throw over 70 right now, my arm would be on the ground.
Where are we measuring from the release of the hand or where it crosses the plate at 60 feet 6 inches?
Wherever the gun picks it up. I don't know where they usually do it behind the plate.
They used to do it.
I'm not talking about exit velocity, dude. Come on, I'm not a millennial.
I'm just saying. We just need to clarify. When it crosses the plate, there's absolutely no chance.
Well, that was my question. Now with the whole with the major league doing the contesting the strike or whatever, is it at the front of the plate, the back of the plate, or the back of the batter's box is where their little box is to actually catch it.
That should be at the front of the plate
where it crosses the plate.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, if it
touches the plate was up there in the freaking like a freaking geyser up there.
Because if you're coming across the plate at an angle, but it's at the front and it hits the front top right corner, that's a strike. But if it's at the back of the plate and it crosses the front of the plate in the top right corner, you're going to see it as a ball.
Edge, you don't have to worry about
it. It's a pentagonal 3D structure.
Yeah,
look at
strike zone is.
That's right. Yes, it's if it crosses the plate at any point in time, it should be a strike. But they have it like a sheet of paper, vertical, and if it touches any one of those corners across the plate, it's a strike. Well, what if it crossed up here in front?
They need to put it at the front and have it go backwards.
If it touches the strike zone, it's a strike.
They need a strike prism, not a strike zone.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
He said I couldn't hit a home run off Mendoza. No, I couldn't hit a home run off Mendoza because he's throwing it up there into the third row. He looks like Cam Newton trying to throw an out route.
You couldn't hit a dinger. That's a slow pitch softball toss right there.
I've already hit 2 home runs this year.
Okay.
My son said, "Hey, let me see you hit a bomb."
On the little league field.
Put that thing in the left center into the bleachers.
At a 100-yard fence.
Yeah, you're telling me right now.
How many bombs have you hit? I want to know the first time
you're in the batter's box right now, and he's throwing that pitch.
He throws that pitch.
You got that bat going up like this. It's cranking that joker to the fence.
That ball.
I will admit. I've been fortunate enough to be able to do a lot of things in sports. You know, score a game-winning goal, make a game-winning shot in basketball. You know, kick a game-winning field goal. There's one thing that I've never ever done in my sports life, and that is hit a home run out of the park. I've hit inside the park home runs.
What?
Never have ever in my life hit a home run over the fence. So I will die not knowing what that feels like.
It is a feeling that you cannot it is electric. The first home run I ever hit was in high school. We hadn't beaten this team in like 15 years, dude. And I sent one into that next orbit. Moonshot off their best pitcher. We win the game. Wasn't a walk-off because it was in like the top of the 11th, but I put us up like
across the fence is what he said.
J-Bow,
what about kickball? You sent one over the fence in kickball, right?
No, I bounced one over.
So, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. Fernando Mendoza throws that moon ball in there. I am parking it in the upper deck in Big Mac City, whatever Mark McGuire hit his home runs. You better believe it. And I've already hit 2 home runs. I'm 2 for 2 with 2 dingers. My slugging percentage is out through the roof.
You can't claim that. You threw the ball to yourself, and it was a 100-yard fence, 100-foot fence.
200-foot fence with a squishy ball. I'm telling you, dude.
What was the bat? What was the bat? A -11 or something?
No, it was my son's little T-ball bat.
Yeah, those are like -12. Yeah, -15.
Juiced up -15.
Yes, sir. Cut the top out of it, shove some tennis balls in there.
Yeah. He showed us a video of his son He showed us a video of his son almost hitting it out of the park. So he's bragging about him hitting it out of the park. He's 30 years older than him.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, bring the wiffle ball stuff to the beach, dude. You throw that pus in there, I'll hit it all the way into the Pacific Ocean.
Let my elbow get right. I'll make you like a.
Go ahead. You got 3 months, buddy. You got 3 months. Get that whip ready.
Hey, I'm telling you,
don't you come down there.
You'll be spinning around your feet on like Scotty Scheffler over there, still just whipping.
We'll probably all pull our backs and we'll be looking forward to this trip for 3 months. We'll be sitting up there, nobody will be able to move.
Hey, no racing on the beach though. That's all we gotta say. No racing.
I'm not racing anybody.
Right, dude. We're playing flag. We're playing football. Tackle football.
We're gonna throw football.
I'll play tackle, but I ain't running nobody down. That hammy's too tight still.
You just need to challenge the first group of dudes you see walking down the beach. Hey,
just throw a football right in the middle of them. Hey, my bad, guys.
We used to play a little bit back in the day. You know.
Hey, didn't think we could throw it this far. Sorry. Must have got up in the jet stream. News. Mike Tomlin is headed to NBC to be a top studio analyst for Sunday Night Football. That's why they got rid of Tony Dungy. I said,
oh my gosh.
Is this show going to end before the playoffs start?
Are you serious? Wow.
I saw somebody say this mug's about to go 9-8 in his picks for the season, isn't he? Hey, that's going to be a test.
I mean, that's a good point. Will he have a losing record for the first time in his career?
Let us be on watch. We're going to be monitoring that. Tex, can you bet Mike Tomlin's picks? Will he ever lose it?
Would I have to fade or follow?
Do you believe? Do you believe that he will have a winning pick? He may not do it because he knows that would tarnish his legacy.
He knows everybody's watching right now.
Oh, you better believe it. That'll be the biggest joke on the internet.
I think the old Bear from ESPN would have a better record.
Okay.
Tomlin
Don't soil people's ears in this airwaves with that guy's name.
I'm telling you, it was bad.
Hey, 49ers got Trent Williams back, boys. We're back.
There we go. Couldn't make it one show without at least saying something about the Niners.
We talked about Josh Allen chugging his half a beer for 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
It's a football show, Ed.
You couldn't make it one show without talking about the Niners.
Football's back, dude. I'm sorry. Trent Williams is back. 2 years.
Will he play all year, though?
Dude. Nobody plays all year anymore. Who knows? He's not going to show up to practice. He's not going to do anything.
He only cares about his boombox.
As well. There was a rumor they might bring Debo back too, so I don't know.
He's there for morale.
Tex. Brandon Aubrey, Cowboys. See, I put Cowboys in here too. Reached an agreement on a deal making the highest paid kicker in NFL history. 4-year. Makes the first kicker to earn $7 million per year, receive $20 million guaranteed.
You can't put a price on being able to cross the 50 and still being able to score.
Yes. You just can't stop it.
I mean, they did put a price on it, but you can't put a price on that.
They quite literally just paid him $7 million a year to cross.
But it's worth it.
B. McCormick. You look, the Steelers stink. The Pittsburgh is not a playoff city. We just covered that. Okay? The Steelers would love to have Brock Purdy right about now.
Steelers would love to have Sidney Crosby.
No, Sidney Crosby's too busy flailing, flopping all over the place. A.J. Brown is likely to become a Patriot post-June 1st. Sources tell Adam Schefter. There's some memes out there about Adam Schefter, how he got that information.
Yes, hilarious.
They remain open to training him. We're going to find out who Jalen Hurts really is, though, boys. Because once A.J. Brown's gone, that's
my question is this is a month and a half away. Some team or some other GM is going to find out what the price was and raise it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can't tell me this is a done deal.
They're doing this on purpose. 100%.
He's
going to be traded, guys. Oh, wait, no way.
Yeah, I just feel like some other team could swoop in and be like, well, we'll offer you 2 first and whatever.
Yeah. What a weird situation. And here you go, B. McCormick. The Steelers have not yet received word from Aaron Rodgers that his future, and there's no expectation before the draft.
I bet he's on McAfee tomorrow.
Oh, that would be the best.
Because didn't he say he'd tell him before the draft?
I think so, but that would be funny as hell.
He'll be on McAfee tomorrow.
Is he doing his Ashwanda trip or whatever it's called?
Who knows?
Ashwanda?
Yeah, he's in the darkness right now. He doesn't know.
He's probably frothing his protein shake right now. Can you froth ashwagandha? Ayahuasca?
Never tried.
Ayahuasca. There you go. Not ashwagandha. You can get ashwagandha at the store, dude.
Oh, that's the new supplement everybody's wanting to take.
Ashwagandha?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like mushrooms or something. What is ashwagandha?
That's not a supplement.
It's an ancient medicinal herb, often called Indian ginseng or winter cherry, commonly used.
Mushrooms aren't a supplement.
It's that herb.
Dude, people microdose mushrooms. It's an adaptogen to help balance the nervous system and lower cortisol levels, improve sleep quality, and enhance cognitive function. Ashwagandha.
Reduces stress.
People are putting it in drinks now, you know. Yeah. Hi-Yo, they have ashwagandha in their drinks. Speaking of quarterbacks, Garoppolo. He's a free agent. He's considering retirement. End of an era, boys.
Probably smart.
He needs to go to The Bachelor. He needs to go to The Bachelor. That's how you save the franchise.
He got gray?
Of course, Jesse Palmer or Carson Palmer, whoever it was, Jesse. He does look like he's got a little gray, though.
Oh, salt and pepper.
This would save the Bachelor franchise, though. Joe Buck is close to on a deal to host ESPN Jeopardy. It's expected to air on Hulu and Disney Plus. May also run a linear TV on ABC and ESPN streaming platforms this summer. How do we feel about ESPN Jeopardy?
Let's see here. When are they going to run it again? You're on Hulu.
Best written is half stolen.
Everybody remember Stumble Schwab?
I think it could work.
They got to get the right people on there, though. This can't be a halftime at the Big 12 championship scenario where they get the people who have absolutely no idea how to throw a football. Like, you got to have good sports people on here.
No, they're gonna have nerds on there that don't know anything about sports.
That's gonna be a disaster. You need some just dudes who just watch sports all the time.
Yeah, you look just a bunch of mutant looking dudes.
Yeah, like
weird foreheads. Like, yeah.
How do you make like Jeopardy? Let me get chips and dip for 300. How many Doritos does it take to finish off a bowl of sausage dip? Like you need stuff. You need to double Jeopardy. Like who was the last guy to chug a beer from one of those hats that you put on your head that you could stick the straw in? Like you need questions like that. So you don't nerd this up. Don't nerd the sports. You need some good questions here.
Yeah, like let's say you're tailgating.
There you go.
What temperature would you need to? Could it get down to outside before you had to switch to liquor?
Yeah,
because your beer freezes.
Hey, trick question. You've already started.
Yeah. Trick question. You've already drank all your beer.
Yeah, you did. You already drank it all last night. And you told your wife we're out of beer, so all we have left is liquor. Put in your coffee. All right, some draft notes here. Here's some of the legends and active players who announced selections at the 2026 draft. This is kind of funny because the Cowboys get Tony Dorsett and Drew Pearson. Steelers are going to get Jerome Bettis, Joey Porter Jr.
What a move to have James Conner first, though. What a move.
Yeah, great move. Love that.
Can't boo that
Michael
guy.
Turner, let's go. The Bills are having Shane Conlon. J-Bot doesn't even know who that is.
100% doesn't know.
Has no idea who Shane Conlon is. He's looking him up on his phone right now.
Looking him up right now.
He went to Penn State, dude.
Yeah, look at you looking down at your phone.
I am looking him up.
Where'd Jake Dillon go?
Offensive lineman, Bills legend. Penn State. Linebacker. Actually, he was a linebacker.
Where did Jake Dillon go?
I was just getting ready to say linebacker, dude. I'm pretty sure I remember who that was. Oh, Paul Posluszny is going to be doing the Jags.
Also a Bill.
Love that.
Yes, he was.
Andy Lee's doing the
great
49ers.
Linebacker.
My wife still has his jersey.
Great linebacker name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Posluszny. Absolutely.
Are all those Pittsburgh guys? Are some relation
from Louisiana,
Pennsylvania?
Phil Dawson,
Tony Dorsett, no
legend.
Drew Pearson, maybe.
Tony Dorsett played at Pitt. Yeah. So
Tavon Austin, West Virginia. It's close to Pittsburgh.
What do we think? Dude, that would be hilarious, B. McCork. Make Barkley the host of Jeopardy. That'd be freaking hysterical. Back-to-back Joey Porter picks. Yes. What do we think of the stage? Do we like this?
It looks like a Nickelodeon stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not Scream football. This screams like
Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Or like a hippie concert.
Why is the L a different color? Like they've lost.
NFFT? Are they trying to sell us NFTs again? Holy smokes, let's not do that again.
I can't wait to hear the music.
The first team that had that music played for them was the Bills.
Hey, what's this mean that there's a Falcons logo here? Pay attention to the Falcons tomorrow night. I do like how they just put footballs all over this thing. That's pretty cool.
Does this mean that the Rams and the Bengals are making it to the Super Bowl?
Ooh.
Or the Browns?
The Browns? The Bears?
The Bengals?
The Bears and the Steelers.
The Cowboys. There's blue in there. There's silver.
Redskins.
I don't know. I saw this picture. I was like, something doesn't sit right about that backdrop. I feel like they needed to do something different.
They tried to do the bridges, but just there's got to be a spot with the actual bridges.
Just build a bridge. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they look like they're in an airport hangar.
Yeah.
Also, Hines is teaming up with Devin Hester. I have no idea why. To become the first Mr. 57 at the NFL draft, awarding a custom jacket, catch up for life, and a partnership.
Love that.
Love that, dude. Why wouldn't you just use Heinz 57 sauce?
Why wouldn't you pick somebody that wore number 57?
Is that when Devin Hester was drafted? It had to be.
He got a little thick.
Yeah. What draft pick was Devin Hester? See, I think people are asking that now. He was the 57th overall pick. Shout out him. Love that.
Is he the best 57th overall pick?
Damn, that's a good question.
Yeah, I missed a goal.
All right. And some college football news before we do our little drill. A White House committee is suddenly taking an interest in college football playoff, believes the postseason should expand to 24 teams. This week here in Dallas, this is from Ross Dellinger. Expansion discussions are expected to reignite. There's a coalescing around 24. Don't do that. Edge, come on.
We're gonna have college football till March if they do that.
No, they're moving the schedule, so everything will be done in September or not September, November. End of November.
Look at you, dude. They moved the draft up 2 minutes per round. They're
going to get rid of conference championships. So they'll have that first weekend in December is when the playoffs will start, just like the FCS. They'll have it all played out by the end of December.
This has been a long con to get rid of conferences and conference championships and make this more of a free-for-all. Like, every other sport has divisions. Every other sport has conferences. But they want to make college football this big amoeba of, well, we don't have any criteria to go on other than, the stupid stuff we've made up, like game control and strength of record and all this BS. They're trying to water down wins and losses mattering by making all the conference criteria irrelevant. And that's what they've been trying to do. That's all they're trying to do. It's freaking annoying. So they did a poll right after this on 3, which is a prominent college sports site, college football site. And the majority of people say keep it at 12, and absolutely no one said we want 24. 9%. 9. Get the hell out of here.
24 is a lot. I wouldn't mind 16. Nobody gets a bye.
24 is a lot.
But yeah, take out the conference championships.
Well, they used to matter. They don't now. So now I'm like, I don't,
Well, yeah. I mean,
need
if they mattered, like if Duke got in because they won the ACC, all right, keep them then. Like if they matter in that sense, but
they've made it where it doesn't matter.
Like Duke winning the ACC and not being the ACC representative, I get it. Miami went to the national championship. You can have that argument, but Duke played their way into the playoffs.
Yeah.
They deserve to be in because they won their conference. They won a Power 5 conference. They deserve to be in the playoffs. I don't care what their record is. I don't care if they lost their first 6 games, then won all their ACC games and made it to the championship and won the ACC championship. They were playing good football at the end of the season. They deserve to keep playing.
That's why so you had the out of games, but you also had the conferences that mattered so much. That's why the conferences were so beautiful, because you could have a bad out of conference game and still be like, look, we got to that was the original second lease on a season, was you could win your conference and be in. But they ruined it. Idiots. Okay. Let's pull this up. Let's do some draft needs. Let's do it. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Football. Yay, yay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the draft needs section where we did the first draft needs. We'll put that picture out. We went straight down how the teams were picking, and I think the Giants ended up getting the 10th pick from the Bengals. So there you go. So we start at 17. We'll go to 32. The Lions are the first on the clock for our draft needs. I have a couple of things written down here. What do the Lions need? I mean, yes, we know that they need offensive linemen. Yes, quarterback. I was going to say they need a piggy bank so that they can put all their money that they took from Frank Ragnow and put it into a piggy bank and then shake it around.
What if I told you they need kneecaps because Dan Campbell needs his swagger back? He needs to bite his kneecaps off.
Kneecaps. I love that. They need an offensive coordinator because Dan Campbell can't be calling plays. Can I say that?
Teeth.
Bottom teeth specifically.
Tip.
Bottom
teeth. Or a spittoon.
Veneers.
Sesh. What's that one that Ricky Sesh?
Yeah, Sesh. We got to make this font smaller. This is absolutely gigantic. We're not gonna be able to fit anything in here. Okay. All right, that's good right there. That's a lot of needs for the Lions. I didn't know they had that many needs coming into the draft. Okay. Tobacco alternative. Is that what you want me to put in there?
Mm-hmm.
Tobacco alternative. Okay. For the Vikings.
Quarterback.
They got Kyler Murray, dude.
They got a quarterback controversy.
Quarterback.
So that they need a quarterback whisperer. They need to settle this on the battlefield.
That's what he's supposed to be. Kevin O'Connell. Quarterback whisperer.
Kirk Cousins.
Make Kyler Murray play J.J. McCarthy and Carson Wentz in Call of Duty.
The Taylor Swift concert.
Ooh, that is true.
Like that.
Get the fans going again. That's as loud as they've been.
Yeah. Okay, good. I love that. Also, this is hilarious. Whose quarterback? I just thought of this. Whose quarterback room would you rather have? The Vikings or the Panthers?
Who's in which?
So the Vikings have Carson Wentz. They have Kyler Murray and they have J.J. McCarthy. And the Panthers now have Will Grier, Kenny Pickett, and Bryce Young.
God.
How about that for a debate, dude?
I would rather have the Vikings.
Mary F. Kill.
Yeah.
Which quarterback? The Panthers. I just put they need a quarterback room monitor because
the Panthers, they have to win a Super Bowl this year.
Why is that?
Because their punter got engaged and he's going to get married.
Oh my God, he's got to break the curse.
And you know the rule. So the Panthers have to win the Super Bowl this year.
Okay, have to win the Super Bowl. I love that. Anything else on the Panthers? What do they need, Ed? You're our Panthers guy.
Wait, is he getting married before the season starts?
No, not that we are aware of.
Maybe. So he listened to the show. He knows the deal.
You know too, also what the Panthers might need to do? Take more seats out of their stadium. When they remodeled their stadium and took seats out, they became better. So just keep taking seats out till you win.
Is that the only way they could fill the stadium is taking seats out?
Keep taking seats out.
Tickets are sold out, guys. Sorry. We took out half our seats.
30,000 people there. It's just the
okay.
lower bowl.
Tex, the Cowboys, what do they need?
Let's see here. So this is their second pick.
Second pick. The first pick, let's go over it. You just put dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dogs.
Need Jerry Jones or
beer.
Okay. Beer.
Whiskey.
What?
Really?
Vodka.
What?
More beer.
What?
More beer.
More whiskey.
What?
More vodka.
What?
Yeah. That's what they need.
Okay.
Write a sundial too, so they know where the sun's coming in from.
That's right.
I was gonna put they need to sign their punter.
Curtains.
There you go. Curtains. BMO said curtains. I was gonna put pay your punter because you can't pay your kicker that much and then have it screwed up by a punter who can't do anything. Okay. The Steelers, what do they need? They need a new draft stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be having that. New draft, not stadium. What's that? What was that? Stage.
Let's see here.
They need to make sure Mike Tomlin doesn't have a losing season. Who's their coach now?
Mike McCarthy.
McCarthy. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, they need Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Just put Aaron Rodgers back on there.
Little see if the Wizard had any more magic in his bag.
They need to like Mike McCarthy is like the perfect cold weather coach because his nose and his face get the perfect color red. Like he looks like every Santa Claus doll sitting on everybody's dressers.
What if McCarthy gets fired this year and Aaron Rodgers continues to stack coaches' bodies behind him?
Player coach, he's just leaving him like he's like that Grim Reaper meme.
Well, I mean, you look at everybody that he's played for, he's got them fired. So
this, you know what the Steelers need? A crazy wide receiver. That's what they need. That's
they got DK.
He's not.
He has green hair.
Oh, okay. He doesn't really do anything. I mean, he eats Skittles.
Speaking of green hair, how about that waitress at lunch?
I wish I was there, boys. Wish I was there. What about the Chargers? San Diego, the San Diego. I always want to say the San Diego Superchargers. The Los Angeles Chargers. What do they need? They need Jim
offensive line.
Yes.
Their own stadium.
Oh, I like that edge.
Hmm.
They need to. Here's what they need.
They need San Diego.
Yeah.
Yes. They need to not get all the they need to not be the preseason favorite because I feel like every year everybody's like, hey, the Chargers, it's their
Between the
year.
Chargers and the Cardinals.
The Chargers,
what everybody says at the beginning of the year, like, oh man, they got a stacked team. They're gonna be great this year.
Avoid preseason
done.
hype. There you go. Okay. The Eagles. The Eagles need some. I don't know what they need to do. They need an offensive coordinator.
Well, they're gonna need a wide receiver one.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a perfect one for you.
Okay.
I need Jason Kelce.
God, dude. I need a Jason Kelce special.
It's pronounced Kels.
Kels.
In the locker room. Hard Knocks.
Yeah. With
Special.
a TV camera surrounding him.
Yeah. They just need him walking around the facility. The Browns, they need to not wear those quarterback cameras on their helmets anymore.
The internet's gold on that, dude.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Deshaun Watson wearing a GoPro on his helmet.
Yeah. They need to
it's going around.
discontinue.
It's like someone's trying to figure out what the F he's looking at.
Discontinue the GoPro project. Get it out of here. The
also,
Bears.
It didn't help that there was a chick snapping the ball to him.
Yeah, that was The Bears, what do the Bears need? They need to just play third quarter, just play fourth, figure out how to play just the last 2 minutes of games.
Do they
They need to stay in Chicago.
Yeah.
Stay in Soldier Field?
They need a nail salon in the stadium.
Oh.
Want me to put that on there? Do you want me to put that on there?
Put nail salon.
Okay, or do they give Caleb Williams shares of the team this year?
You remember he said he was looking to invest in the team?
Yeah.
All right, J-Bot, the Bills.
Look what all I did for his team.
The Bills need to fly Butch Pope up there. So let him show Josh Allen how to chug a beer.
That's facts.
The Bills need the Sabres to advance in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter what they can do. They can live under the radar.
So people start doubting them. Be like, wow, Why couldn't the Bills give us this?
Well, if the Sabres are doing well and being successful, then nobody cares what the Bills are doing right now because they care about the Sabres, so the Bills can fly under the radar.
They need a radar to fly under.
They obviously need more
radar?
Labats. They obviously need more Labats.
They need a taller radar, is what you're saying, because they don't know how to fly under the radar.
They fly
More
under tables or over tables.
Is it Labatt's blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Josh Allen's baby needs a name.
Okay. They doesn't have a name yet?
I don't know. I don't think one's been announced. BMO keeps asking.
J.Y. wouldn't know. He hadn't had social media.
All right, the 49ers, they need nothing. Nothing. Run it back. Put the ball down.
Quarterback. Need a new practice
Put
facility.
the ball down anywhere.
They need stem cell.
They need yes. They need refractor shields.
Need a new what do you call the PT doctors over there?
They should change their logo to SC instead of SF.
Yeah, Vizios.
Oh, dude.
They're not the San Francisco 49ers anymore.
Well, I mean, neither are the Patriots.
They're the New England Patriots. They're not the Boston
Kansas City's
Patriots.
not about to be in Kansas City anymore. Everybody's doing it. The Bills aren't even in Buffalo, dude.
They're a suburb. Santa Clara is not a suburb of San Francisco. Santa Clara is its own city.
Just saying. Are the Cowboys in Dallas?
Yep.
The Texans need
a quarterback.
I don't know if they need a quarterback. They need to do an exorcism of their quarterback. They need
Deshaun Watson back.
They need a playoff intervention for their QB. Because
could you imagine if their defense looked or played the way they played last year, and they had prime Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins?
Super Bowl
for sure.
Yeah, that would have been unbelievable.
Unreal. The Chiefs, what do they need? We already had them once. We put draft a quarterback, a new PR storyline. They need to what do the Chiefs need?
Well, they need Kansas City because they're about to move.
Treadmill for Andy Reid. If you start losing, you're walking on a treadmill every day.
Ooh, trade Andy Reid.
Trade Andy Reid? Okay, I like that.
That's tasty.
Love that. Dolphins, their second one, and we put Club Wing 11 night like the Atlanta Hawks. Forgot we wrote that. Hey, they got to get this coach to chill out. That's what they need to do. This guy, he's out of control.
Did you see what Kubiak's doing? The Raiders?
Yes, I had that. Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering where I saw that.
Yeah, he's putting their name tags on not allowing their name tags or whatever.
No, it's the
decal.
The decals on the helmets. The Dolphins need to do that too.
Yeah. Actually, they need to go even harder they need even harder culture building.
Yes.
Do they need to go in a deal with Hard Rock or something?
Hard Rock, because there's a Hard Rock.
I love that. There we go. The Patriots, they need accountability.
Yeah, they need the best version. They need the best version of their coach.
That's right. Accountability. And the Seahawks, what do they need? I hate the Seahawks. I can't say anything.
Russell Wilson.
No. They need a kick in the teeth, dude. Somebody needs to slap them around. They need a reality check.
They're not going to be good this year. Darnold just got married.
That's true. He was smart though. That was genius.
Yeah.
There you go. Seahawks need a reality check. They need. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. They need running backs. We know that. They need to wear those green the retro jerseys.
The highlighters.
Yes.
Yeah,
no, the blue with the silver.
Yeah. Dude, TNT's hockey studio show completely puts ESPN's to shame.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There you go, boys. We did it. Draft needs done. All 32 teams. Well, there was 6 teams that didn't have a first round pick. So there we go. Nicely done. Okay, I think we just have a few more things as far as golf goes for the
Zurich.
The Zurich. Shout out Novak. I sent him a message saying, "Hey, we got to get you back on to talk Hurricanes, Panthers draft analysis." He didn't respond because obviously he's playing golf tomorrow. But we're gonna try to get him back on the show to talk football and see how Augusta went for him, or like how Augusta was, because I think it's the first time he's played it.
He missed. The
yeah, but still,
I
it's cool.
I saw him. I guessing it was with his dad or somebody, and he was like looking at the scoreboard after.
Crazy. Golf time. Okay. Did you guys see this? Kirkland's Forged Wedge makes the USG conforming list. It drops a legit forged wedge under $100. A lot of brands are gonna have some explaining to do, Lucy. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. Costco's in the wedge game, boys. Kirkland's Freshy Grooves.
52.
Nice. I gotta go get one though.
Yeah, you got to go right now. Get these chip shots in bulk, buddy. Get these chip shots in bulk. Favorites for the Zurich Classic. Koepka and Lowry tied with the Fitzpatrick brothers. Koepka and Lowry, all the guys now who were screaming USA last week are going to be like, we're so confused. Do we root for Brooks Koepka? Do we chant
What an
USA?
odd pairing.
Yeah, apparently it was like a late last-minute type deal.
Rory must have dropped out.
Yeah. Novak and Griffin, they're up there. They're part of the top odds. And then McCarty and Mesner, Aaron Ryan, Sahith Theegala, Haotong Lee, he's back. He was eating jelly beans, the Bean Boozled game. Happy Jelly Bean Day. So there's your favorites for the Zurich Classic. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The top 20 from last week was an unmitigated disaster. But now we're back. We're back. We're going to get it. Top 20s, the Zurich Classic, plus 4,100. Novak and Griffin, top 20. McCarty and Mesner, top 20. Finau and Gracerman, top 20. Horschel and Hoagie, top 20. Bram and Club Hubs, baby. We're bringing Club Hubs back. They were awesome in this tournament last year. Hubbard was.
Have you seen Finau play recently?
Yes.
Oh, wait. It's one of these tournaments?
It's a team tournament.
I was literally just downloading DraftKings to get back into it, but I'm not doing it with this one.
Yeah, I don't. These are always tough.
This is why I don't do golf.
You didn't learn anything from last week.
Hey, no, I'm not making a graphic. I can't make any more graphics, dude.
You had an Excel sheet just now for the NFL teams. All you had to do is just type it out. You just screenshotted your parlay again, and you know it's going to go bust because you took a screenshot before it started.
I don't care. We're going to break the mold here. Okay, not only did I miss it last week, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
You got one awful. Right.
Shout out Gary Woodland. Any other comments on the Zurich Classic?
Nope.
All right. I got two. I think how dare yous. The Yankees pitched to the higher-ups on the team wearing alternate jerseys for the first time in franchise history. This is soft. Soft.
What alternate can you do?
I don't know.
Navy blue and gray.
I don't know. Put pinstripes on your gray uniform.
Blue pinstripes.
Look, if I was the owner, I'd be like, you need to win first. Win a World Series, then you can start doing alternate stuff.
What are they going to start asking to have beards now?
Yeah, I mean, it's like talking to my kids. Like, no, you don't need any more toys. You can have more toys when you play with the ones you've got. So, anybody else have any thoughts on that? Also, I
do think that the best team name, Power Schmied.
From the Zurich Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Matty Schmied is a dog, dude. I like Matty Schmied. Cotton candy fries topped with blue mayonnaise and cotton candy at the Toronto Blue Jays. Would you eat these fries?
No.
That looks like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That is the worst. Like, there's a lot of good ballpark food out there. That's awful. We can't be having that. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Your poop would be so many different colors right there. All right, boys. We did it. Anything else?
Nope.
I don't think so. Whoops. The wrong button. Okay, everyone. Enjoy the golf. Enjoy the draft. Will there be an instant recap show? Maybe. We'll see. Everybody enjoy the draft. The draft is one of the greatest sporting events ever. It just is. I love it. And then enjoy the playoffs. And we'll be back in a few days. Go Niners.
Everybody keep your boys' legs in your thoughts and prayers. I got 3 hockey games.
Let's go,
Sunday
Buffalo.
and Saturday.
Oh, you're playing.
I'm playing.
Oh, buddy. Start stretching now.
Dynamic
I've
warm-ups.
been doing legs. I'm doing squats. 275 sets of 10.
Get J-Bot to make you a protein shake to take with you.
There you go. Email it to me,
I'm
J-Bot.
still burping it up.